Hi, I welcome you to AB Math Education YouTube channel. Today, we continue to look at the EmSAT questions. We have been breaking it down into pieces so that you can able to study and get ready for your EmSAT as you get to your senior year. Today, we are looking at something that you did way back in Algebra 1, way back in the 9th grade that comes in the EmSAT, which is expressions, a lot of expression, algebraic expression, the normal expressions, the basic concepts that continue to come in EmSAT as we're going to look at. So we have our first question. They have given us expression. They want us to simplify. So here, all that we are going to do is that we are going to remove the parentheses, or if you're from the British side, you say remove the bracket. So we're going to remove the bracket. And when we are removing the bracket, we have to look at the front here. So here we look at the front, there is nothing over here. That means it's positive. It makes it easy. Here is negative. And we have to know all that. You have to know that negative times negative is positive. Negative times positive is negative. And positive times positive is positive, so you have to know that. So here kind of nothing is going to change because 1 is here. You don't see any number, it's positive 1. Nothing is going to change, so we write 3x to the power 5 plus 8x cubed. And here is minus. If we are looking at it individually, we say negative. So here kind of there's negative 1 outside here and it's multiplying this one. So negative 1 times 7 x squared is going to be negative 7x squared. And then the same thing is also going to go here. So negative times negative is supposed to be positive. So negative 1 times negative 6x cube is going to be positive. Now when we are here, we are going to combine like terms. You have to look at the exponent. So here cube, this and this one, they are all positive, so you put them together. So we're going to write them in the ascending order. That means the biggest one first here, which is x power 5, followed by the cube. So 8 plus 6 going to be 14, 14x cube, and then this one negative x squared. When we remove and we simplify, this is the equivalent. So you look at your answers and you could see that it match up to this one here. So here they want us to simplify. Here is exponent. So what you have to know is the laws of exponent. So if you have a n and it's multiplying by n, you just remove it and it's just multiplication. So here we are getting y to the power 4 times 6. And that will give us y to the power negative 24. We see the 24, but not exactly as we got. So that means we have to apply one more law to get exact. That's what they are looking for. That if we have a to the power negative n is the same as 1 divided by a to the power. So that's what they were using here. So this one will become 1 divided by y to the power 24. That gives us this. So if we have a to the power m divided by a to the power n, see, the bases are the same. So what we have to do is that we take the base and then we subtract the denominator power from the numerator power. So here, so 6 to the power 7 divided by 6 to the power 2 will be just 6 to the 7 minus 2, and that will give us 6 to the power 5. And that is this. Great. So here we continue to use the exponential law we have already coded. So here we are still applying our, anytime you're dealing with the expression, you're applying your PEMDAS. Those from the UK, you are applying your bid marks. Yeah, it work the same. So here we have to work within the parentheses. You have to work within the bracket. X to the power 5. And then because it's dividing, it's minus. Now this one is already negative. So 9. Then you have to bring your power half here. So here will be -5. Negative become positive. Remember, you still have your power half here. And that will give us 4. And your power half is here. And remember, the first law that we coded is going to multiply. What you have to know, if you don't know, every number is over 1. So you could put it over there if it's going to be helpful. So we are multiplying. 4 times 1 is going to be 4. 1 times 2 is going to be 2. This will give us to the power 2. Or in other words, those in the higher, you could see that this half is a square root. So you can say, oh, it's a square root of, and that will be giving you the same thing. So you can also use that. This is division. We are still working on the simplification. So this is a fraction. You have to know your fraction. So we have -16 divided by 21, or divided by -8 over. Okay. So a fraction divided by a fraction, we have concluded that anytime you have a fraction divided by a fraction, what is happening is that you're keeping this, and this one is becoming multiplication, and you're flipping the second fraction. We're going to keep this one. That means we're going to rewrite -16 divided by 21. Division become multiplication. We are swapping, or we are flipping this one. So we flip it and we will get 3 divided by -8. From here, we can simplify before we multiply so that the numbers will be simple. We know that 3 divided by 3 is 1. 21 divided by 3 will be 7. 8 can go here. So 8 divided by 8 will be 1. And 16 divided by 8 will be 2. So here what is left is -2 times 1, which will be -2, divided by 7 times -1 be -7. Negative divided by a negative is positive. So we get 2 on 7. That's the final answer. So 2 divided by 7 as an answer. Okay, let's look at the last evaluation. This is really simple, but a lot of students have trouble with that. You just substitute, or you're just replacing anywhere you see the variable. So here we have the expression. So x is 2, so wherever we see that, we replace it. Here they are together. If they are together, it's multiplication. So it's going to be 2. This middle dot means multiplication. And the x has been given as 2. And then it was multiplying again by the y. 2 outside, 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 1, 4. So you see that you're going to take a bigger number from a smaller number, so it's going to be negative. So 2 times -1, that gives you -2. That's an answer. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Please go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.